chaos, constantly chaos. Hi, this is Chase. Don't mind him. He likes to be the center of attention. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about one of my favorite songs from my EP, or really just one that I've ever written. I know I said the last one was my favorite, but this is one of my favorites too, and I just kind of like all of them, which is good, right? But one of my favorite songs from the EP is called Soft Spot. If you haven't listened to it, you should listen to it, and this will make a whole lot more sense. I wrote this song kind of shortly after I went on a few dates with someone new that just kind of really took me off guard, or caught me off guard. The person, had started making me feel things that I didn't think I was capable of feeling. And it was exhilarating at the same time as it was terrifying. So, shortly after we started dating, the idea for the song kind of came to me. So I pulled over in a Target parking lot and I kind of just brain dumped everything that I was feeling, and then arranged it into a form that would make sense in a song. And then eventually, I started to record it. And the process of recording, this song took a really long time for me to record. No matter what I did, I just wasn't happy with how it sounded. I needed this to sound, absolutely perfect, because it was such a vulnerable and honest piece that I had written. And every time I would record a line or whatever, I had to stop and re-record it, and I had to rewrite things and rearrange things, and it was a nightmare. I almost went mad. But the end result really still isn't perfect. It's still not exactly what I hoped it would be. But like I mentioned prior, it's the most honest, thank you, buddy. It's the most honest piece of art that I've put out so far. And so, long story short, the relationship did not work out. But this song means so much to me because it was such a relief to feel something like that again for someone after, going through so much with relationships. I truly didn't think that, I would find that feeling again. So this song is important to me because it's a reminder that, no matter how bad things have gotten, no matter how hurt I've been, that eventually somebody will be able to make me feel the way that I feel like this song for me is just a reminder that vulnerability is a strength that a lot of us sway away from. And so it's just a reminder that rather than hiding from that vulnerability, to just head straight into it, and you'll be really surprised sometimes with what comes of that. Looking back at the EP, all the songs that I wrote and put on it, it really kind of shows a softer side of me. And I think when you hear and see the new album, there's such a stark contrast from the attitude from the EP versus where I'm headed. I like that the two are such a stark contrast because it really shows that, we're all very complex, and there's so many different sides to all of us. And those multiple sides of all of us can coexist together. And I think it's a beautiful thing. I guess this song, I hope you can connect to it in a similar way. And if you've ever been scared to let someone in, you're not alone. Anyway, I'm now going to do an acoustic performance of that song for you guys right now.
Just leave it undid.